Blessings, everyone. Welcome to my channel, Crossroads Meets the Ocean Rose. I'm happy you're here. My name is Molly. Let's get into a general collective message for everyone and see what guidance comes out. Please take what resonates, leave what does not. Roles can be reversed. Masculine could be feminine, feminine could be masculine. This is not gender specific. This is energy. These readings are timeless. And please use your own discernment on these messages, okay? Pray over them and meditate, you guys. This is just guidance, whatever comes out. Okay. Let's get into it. Holy Spirit, please surround us with your love, light, healing, grace, blessings, and protection. Please give me clear messages for the collective and what they need to know for their highest and greatest good. My guardian angel, my main spirit guide, my gypsy, all the enlightened spirits, messengers of God, my ancestors, my spirit team, and Father God, please protect us. Please surround us with your love, light, healing, grace, blessings, and protection. And please give me clear messages for the beautiful collective and what they need. Beautiful and handsome. I say beautiful. Wonderful collective and what they need to know for their highest and greatest good. Please and thank you. What do we have? Oh. Bottom of the deck, we got the devil. Oh, caught me off guard there. And the star. Whoa. And the Empress. 5 of Cups. And the moon. Wow. Okay. 8 of Pentacles here. With the 6 of Swords. So it looks like something you're working on, collective, is moving forward peacefully. That's wonderful. You're mastering something, you're really diligently working on something, a craft of yours, and it looks like you're very gifted, very skilled at what you do. You do have someone, okay, we're going to get more on all of this. With the 5 of Cups here in the moon, this is like a lot of emotions. Somebody could be a Cancer, a Libra, an Aquarius, a Capricorn, a Taurus. But what I'm seeing is there's somebody in regret in their feelings and emotions right now for some reason over a divine feminine energy and Empress energy. Somebody who you could be very healing. You could have very powerful healing energy, very nurturing, very loving. You're also shining really brightly. You're this really powerful, divine feminine. You could have awakened. Okay. You could have somebody who is a bit obsessed with your healing energy, who is in regret over you, who could be in their emotions at this time while you're investing in yourself and moving forward. You also could have healed from a relationship like this with codependencies or low vibrational energy, wounding. You could have healed from like a lot of wounds as well, and now you're this Empress, but I want to get more. Why is the devil here? Is the devil? I just think about Angela. She says when I do that accent. So let's see what the devil is. Our soul family member. Judgment. Why is the devil here? 7 of Swords. Okay. Show me Judgment. Ace of Pentacles. Seven of Swords. Page of Wands. The Star. You're getting your wish fulfillment. If you are working on a business, keep going, okay? Because whatever this is highly abundant and fruitful and very blessed. With this is your wish fulfillment. You could have a healing business, a spiritual business, or you could just be like a light worker healer, just working on independence and stability. But this is also pre-Empress energy, so you could have healed from a situation that leveled you up into this Empress as well. You could be single, self-sufficient, independent, and be this divine feminine, the Empress. The Hangman. Okay. You know your worth. You know who you are and your worth. That you deserve to be treated properly. You've released anybody. You could have released, it does not have to be romantic, but you released individuals that did not treat you properly, did not reciprocate your absolutely beautiful energy. You surrendered, you released them, you were enlightened to these people, whoever this was, and we're going to see more, but they could have tried to breadcrumb you or take your energy or cause imbalance, keep you stuck. But it's like they didn't treat you, they did not, they took you for granted, or they didn't show you, they didn't reciprocate the beautiful energy that you were giving to them. Five of Cups, or this person, Five of Cups. Queen of Swords. Eight of Wands. The Moon. Really didn't want to get into past energy, but past could be 5 minutes ago. So, the Moon. What's the Moon? There's somebody or people very wounded over a Star Empress energy that you could be very discerning. This could be, so the Queen of Swords for me is somebody who's very discerning and very intuitive. You could be very discerning of putting your sword up when you need to. There could be communication coming in, or this could be projection. What is this with the Eight of Wands? Fighting, disagreements, messages. You're discerning of any... Oh my gosh. Okay. So you put your sword up. You're very discerning of anybody who comes into your life doing this, trying to fight with you or disrespects you or causes conflict. It's like you put up that sword. If someone comes in argumentative or projection, or it's like you're able to discern if this resonates with your spirit or soul. There could have been somebody who was combative or envious or jealous, or came in with like some sort of communication that was trying to cause conflict and instability in someone's life. And you put up your sword and you cut it off immediately. And this all could have been projection. So maybe somebody wanted to make you feel down, but you're shining very brightly. You're the Empress. You released and surrendered this and moved away from the conflict. There's somebody here who is a very wounded individual, Wounded warrior with the Nine of Wands who's in their feelings and emotions. Who is this? Hierophant. Somebody who, oh my God, could be involving something with work. Could have been something contractual. Could have been a group of people. Does not, or someone who had power and authority or thought that they did. But whoever this is wounded in their emotions. The Hierophant. Nine of Cups. This is a wealthy establishment. A wealthy group of people who are very wounded, that are not disclosing it. This is hidden. But the divine is saying that whatever group of people this is, they're very wounded. So if you know who they are, just be aware. And there was something here that you had to walk away from and move past and put up your sword, because there was actually going to be a lot of conflict. There was a lot of projection, nasty communication. People could have been talking behind someone's back as well, gossiping, slander. Okay, what is going on here? Why is this here with Judgment, Ace of Pentacles? Who's the Devil? Five of Pentacles. Okay. Why is the Five of Pentacles here with the Devil? Someone you might have had to leave out in the cold because they could not make a decision. You made a judgment call to leave this out in the cold. Someone who held back from bringing you an offer. There's something deceptive with finances as well, with money. So you could be aware of something that someone hid from you regarding finances. We have somebody who's operating in low vibrational energy, who could be obsessed with an Empress, star energy, a divine feminine. Somebody that you had to make a decision because they held back from bringing forward an offer and left you out in the cold, or maybe you had to leave them out in the cold. You had to heal from the situation. This person refused to make a judgment call to move forward. But why is Judgment here again? Well, because you made a judgment call to close this cycle out. So you could have already closed this out, but doesn't mean that this person has wants to close this out with you. You could be aware of something that they've done that was deceptive or with a lack of integrity and or honor. Some sort of secret regarding finances. You could be a truth speaker. You could be doing something where you communicate with people. Or maybe somebody... Page of Wands. You could be a truth speaker. With Justice, Page of Wands, you could be here to shine a light on things, speak truth, justice, love, life into the world. There's somebody, oh wow. So what I'm getting is there's somebody who's like the opposite of you, okay? So like, you could be this really potent, powerful, like light being energy, the star, the Empress, very vibrant. You could be very just, very balanced, like peace, like communicate life, love over people. And you could have met somebody who's like in devil-like energy, who is basically the opposite of you. And you had to close out a cycle with this person, but it's because you knew that they weren't resonating with your spirit, or they weren't making a decision to move something forward. You could have also found out about some sort of deception with finances, something that was not ethical. I'm hearing not ethical. And you could be like a truth bringer. You could be very honorable, have a lot of integrity. And whatever this person was doing was like the opposite of what you are, like what you align with, if that makes sense. This person could be concerned that you may speak about this. What is the Ace of Pentacles? I'm getting a lot of energies. King of Cups. This is somebody who has feelings for you, or you had feelings for them. Could have water in their chart, could be a Cancer. But it's somebody that you had a lot of love for, or they have love for you. They could also see you as a gift, like highly abundant, very prosperous, and very blessed as well. Why is the Nine of Pentacles here? Yeah, Queen of Cups. So it's, show me the King of Cups. Show me the King of Cups, Ace of Cups. Okay. Two of Wands at the bottom of the deck. You do have a masculine here, who you could have had a lot of love for, or maybe you're holding space for them. It's up to you, depending on your situation. But they withheld from making a decision. Why that is, they could have had codependencies, operating in wounding, poverty mindset, but they held back. They made a judgment call to hold back from bringing forward an offer. They were like at a crossroads. Also, they could have been doing something that was not ethical with finances in some way. So you may have been guided in some way, divinely guided, or you got a download, or because you're very high vibrational. So it looks like you could be a light worker. You're a divine being. You could receive messages. You're very intuitive. So you could have gotten like an intuitive nudge, download, messages, guidance, your higher guidance, your guardian angels, the divine, to close out this cycle, make that judgment call and move away from it. Also, what I'm getting is you are a truth speaker. You like justice. You like things that are ethical. So this person, so it's like two opposites falling for each other. You can't help who you fall in love with, you know? But it's like a masculine who operates in his shadow fell in love with a divine feminine who is operating at a very high vibration. You could have blocked this person or stood your ground and moved away from them because they didn't bring forward the love offer or ascend. But it does look like they could have, they're like fixated on you, and they do have, I'm seeing a cup of love. Some of you could be getting new love as well. Queen of Cups. There's something with work for you. So there's something that you're working on that is highly abundant and fruitful. That is your wish fulfillment, that you're going to collaborate with other people that will be very successful. And it looks like you're setting boundaries. You could have been tested with a situation to where you had to move past it. There was conflict, drama, chaos, negativity, projection. You released it. You can sense and tell when somebody is trying to come in that is not, what's the word? Not authentic, not reciprocating. But it does look like you have something really positive with a work collaboration, whether it's going on now or it will come in. As you release and surrender things in your life. So you could be like closing out different cycles. I feel like this is the year of closing out cycles and tests. See how far you've come, like elevated, you know? But what I'm seeing is you've released and surrendered this. You know how to set boundaries. You know how to pull back your energy. You're like, this is not being reciprocated. My energy is like gold. Your energy is like gold. It's your currency. And this type of energy that was being thrown, or this kind of communication, was really negative and low vibrational. And you put up your sword. So there could be people in regret about this. There is a group of people here, though. This could have been something contractual, work related. They're wealthy, powerful. They could be very wounded, but claim to be like teachers, guides, have power and authority, claim to have a lot of wealth, or could have a lot of wealth, to bring comfort. You could have moved away from this situation. So I'm getting like a lot of things going on in your energy. So just take what resonates, leave what does not, okay? Okay, what else do we need to know for the collective? Because I kind of want to stay out of this conflict and past energy. Holy Spirit. What's going on? What else does the collective need to know? Let's see. Any other messages that the collective needs to know? So it looks like there's something moving forward for you with a collaboration and work. You might be collaborating with a group of people that are like-minded, which is fantastic. You do have somebody in your energy who operates at a low vibration or operates in devil-like energy, who has quite the fixation or obsession with a powerful Empress energy that you had to move away from. It looks like you caught on to some sort of deception. It did not resonate with your spirit, this new timeline that you're on, so you closed out the cycle. You could be a bringer of justice, a truth speaker. I'm also seeing a group of people that are in regret, that tried to cause instability or conflict in someone's life. You released and surrendered this. You did not entertain it, and you put up your sword. They could be in regret. You could have this masculine. He could be in his emotions because he fell in love with you, but he didn't make a decision. And he still needs to elevate. He still has healing to do. And this group of people you could have had some sort of contract with them. They could be a powerful, wealthy group of people that are operating in spiritual darkness, possibly, or deception. There's a lack of transparency and wounding. 3 of Cups came out. What else do we have? Someone could be watching you at this time in some way. Celebrate, collaborate with others. Emperor, 5 of Wands again. Emperor, 5 of Wands. Aries, 10 of Swords. Okay, you put an ending to some sort of conflict in your life. Chaos, conflict, competition, drama, negativity. You put an ending to it, which is really awesome. You stood your ground. Very powerful. 3 of Cups. You're very discerning of who you celebrate with as well and who you communicate with. But you're like a truth speaker. The people that you do celebrate with or that you have surrounding you really celebrate you. Page of Swords. Wow, with the moon, you have somebody who is watching in the shadows. I don't want to like make anyone nervous, but it looks like there's somebody watching and observing you that you could be very discerning of. You could be aware of this intuitively. They're watching you celebrate, collaborate with others. They're watching you. I'm getting something with communication. You could be communicating something passionately, going after your passions and dreams as well. Who is this Emperor? Tower. Who is this Moon? Page of Swords. Somebody who wants to come back into your life. Who's watching and observing, and you have your sword up. The Queen of Swords is somebody so intuitive, but she's willing to hear the truth. But there is somebody who is like secretly watching another person who may want to come back into your life, confess something. There's also a Tower here with this Emperor. What is this? Why is this 7 of Cups? So people, there's options here. So there's someone from the past who withheld their emotions, who was operating in a lower vibration, a devil-like energy, codependencies, attachments, wounding. You could have healed from this person. But you also have some sort of shock that's going to come in with a divine masculine, to where like you're going to have choices. It's up to you guys. But this, and I was getting that you could be receiving newer love, new love. 5 of Wands. Yeah, you moved away from conflict very successfully. You may have invested in something and realized it was not for you because there was too much conflict and it was like disturbing your spirit or your soul. It just wasn't, it didn't feel good. So you moved away from it, traveled away from it, moved away from it energetically, said, and ended it. 10 of Swords. 10, 10. 10 of Cups. For your peace, for your joy, and your happily ever after. This could have weighed you down heavily too. So you moved away because it didn't bring you happiness. Why is the 5 of Wands here? 2 of Cups, partnerships. So this could be something romantic or platonic, just depending on your situation. But it looks like you walked away from a certain partnership or partnerships with like family. Could have been a relationship. You had to move away from this because there was betrayals here, endings, backstabbing, conflict. And there could be people or someone that you're discerning of, watching and observing, literally in the shadows and hiding it from you, who wants to confess something or apologize. You could have different options. This may shock you. You may have options of new love coming in. One of them could be a divine masculine or an Emperor energy. All right, anything else with these? What is this family situation with the 10 of, yeah, you chose peace. You literally chose your peace and happiness over whatever this was that was conflict. So that's incredible. You could have done a lot of healing work after leaving behind a lot of betrayal, conflict. Could have been family, partnerships, but you healed a lot. You're very peaceful, tempered, balanced. And you could still know how to stand your ground, set healthy, firm boundaries with love, and still be peaceful. What is the Page of Wands? There's somebody in their head about you speaking some sort of truth. And also you collaborating and celebrating with other people. You may do something where like you work with other people, through communication, but you freed yourself from something, and there's somebody in their head about you speaking passionately about something, and it's like truth. Eight of Swords. Yeah, they're really in their head. Sleepless nights, anxiety. Who is this Page of Cups? With the Moon, Page of Swords. Could have water in their chart, could be highly intuitive, a very loving individual. There's somebody watching someone receive justice and possibly new love and something very successful for your work that is moving forward. People celebrating you, people supporting you, loving you. And it's because you're pouring out. You could be very childlike, you could be very giving, you could be very loving. And there could be people coming towards you that have a lot of love for you as well. And there's somebody here who's watching and observing this happen as things move forward for you. And this is your justice, balancing of things. Anything else we need to know? Yeah, a collaboration. A very balanced, just collaboration is coming in. You could have had... There is somebody here that you had a contract with, or something contractual. Or like a group of people. Could be anything. It could be a business. It could be an establishment. Whatever. They're in regret. This could have been a family situation, but there was something here where there was conflict. You moved away from it, like the warrior that you are. You'd be highly spiritual and very intuitive, and there's somebody who's like upset, discontent about a decision. But whatever this was a good decision because you released it. There was like people that you decided to end something with for your peace and your harmony. So this was a lot going on here. Let's see. Please keep the hope. Wow. Please keep the hope if you want love. This is the third time Ace of Cups has come out. Yes, you do have love in your energy. So if this hasn't happened yet, the divine is saying, please keep being your authentic self, shining brightly. There is going to be someone who loves you for exactly who you are. This is going to be a very abundant healing energy. But you have two people like holding this beautiful cup, bowl. Bronze could be of significance of love, and they're pouring together into this. I'm getting like almost like the fountain of youth, like, but pouring into each other. A rainbow is here. But this could be anything that is very loving as well. It doesn't have to be like a romantic relationship, but Ace of Cups 3 times. So 33 could be of significance. They just want you to keep the hope and stay positive and know that you are worthy of this love, but it is coming. 333 as well. This could be people that are surrounding you now on this new timeline. Yeah, there were people you closed out cycles with that were wearing a mask. They were deceptive. And what I was going to say was this could have been many different cycles. So one could have been like a love relationship or someone who fell in love with you, but they needed to do the work. There could be somebody going through an awakening right now, doing healing work because they realized they fell in love with you, but they were deceptive. You could have new options coming in, which is going to be a shock because this could be divinely guided. This could be a tower moment where you have a love offer coming in. So you could have a past person and a new person, just depending. There could have been people around you who tried to cause some sort of disruption in your family environment or work environment to cause some sort of instability here, conflict. But you could be very loving. So yeah, there were people around you. So what I was saying was, these are like different tests, like, what is it called? Or like a spirit jumping, or like the same spirit jumping into other bodies. Like you would encounter somebody and it would, there'd be some sort of like trait that was low vibrational, wounding, and you thought you closed out that cycle, and sure enough someone else comes into your life to like test your fire, test your strength, test your boundaries. They came in and you were like, no, I recognize that, I'm going to say no to that next. And then here it comes again. So it's like you've leveled up, you've had to close out these cycles. You can sense any form of deception. You know when people are operating in love, in light. Doesn't mean anyone is perfect. We are still in flesh, not perfect. But you know the heart that people carry, whether they are like really trying to give you love or if they're being deceptive. So you know when to close out those cycles, move past it, stay peaceful, harmonious for your joy, your family, your whatever you're growing, whatever you're building. And you have really wonderful collaborations coming in. I'm seeing it again. That's justice, that's moving forward. But there is somebody watching and observing you. Could be more than one person, just depending. People you closed out cycles with. You could be a truth speaker and they could be nervous about this. What's going to come out next? What are you going to say? What are you sharing? So like, I'm hearing TikTok. Someone could be on TikTok. Someone could be on TikTok, yeah. A lot. Or you could have any platform if that's something that you're doing. I'm also hearing someone could have written a book or is writing a book regarding their journey, or maybe that's something you want to do, because I'm hearing book. So I want to get some of these today. Can I get some of these? The Jade Star, surrender. I am ready to let go with self-compassion. Yeah. So jade could be of significance for you, a wonderful stone, prosperity, luck, success, the color green. Dragons as well could be of significance. Pearls could be of significance. But there's something about surrendering to the flow of things, to the divine, to God, letting things go that don't serve your highest good. But not only with compassion for others, but for the self is what I'm getting. You are a mystic, the mystic, magic. So you could be very, very mystical. You could be a high priestess. I weave my magic and surrender to the universe. So you could set an intention. You could be a prayer warrior as well, but you could literally sit there, set an intention. You could go into meditation, go into prayer, sit, and whatever your intention is, you know that you surrender. You let it, because surrender is here twice, and you let it flow. So it's like you release whatever it is with love, or whatever your intentions are, and you allow it to come back to you is what I'm getting. But I'm also seeing that you could be very powerful, very mystical, very gentle as well. I'm getting like a gentle giant in the spirit. Like if you were to remove your flesh, like your spirit is massive, but it's like you're a gentle giant, very powerful. The fallen star, shame. I no longer hide my face. I step into my light with love. Yeah, there could have been a situation where people didn't want you to shine bright. They didn't want you to understand your power, the authority that you held, that you are this beautiful mystic, that you are this high priestess, this divine being, that you have, that they don't have power and authority over your life, that you do. And you surrendered this. You rose from the ashes. You're not hiding who you are. Could have been like the black sheep. People could have made you feel ashamed of like your gifts, or you're beautiful. So you're like showing your face. You're stepping out. You could have been a hermit, resting, rejuvenating, receiving downloads. But you step into your light now with love, like your authentic self. I was getting that. One more? Okay, 2 more. They're like, no, 2. You are the priestess, high priestess, embody. I am the embodiment of the divine feminine. So you are a very gifted, divine feminine energy who can create. You co-create with the creator and with love. And you know that you're whole. You know what flows through you. I no longer search outside myself for home. Home is where the heart is. You may not have like have settled in a certain place yet. That's for somebody, because you're supposed to spread your light and love in many different places. So they're saying home, like okay, I'm getting a couple messages now. So like maybe you've had to travel a lot. It's because you're supposed to spread this like beautiful light across the planet, ground love, integrate love in different areas. I'm also getting that maybe Earth never felt so much like your home, but you had to find it within, and know that no matter where you are, home is within the heart, within the self. I hope that's making sense. So, okay. Let's go ahead and get you an angel number. Oh, it's long. One from the bottom of the deck, please and thank you. $44.77. Waiting for surprise, guardianship, insistence on moving upward, abundance, awakening. The angels congratulate you and say, well done. Keep it up. You will be fine. Keep your mind focused, and it will have significant and positive effects. So you could have been tested a lot, gone through many, like had many different missions here, many different cycles to close out. But they're saying, well done. Your angels surround you. I'll post this on the community page, guys, okay? Let's get one from Kuan Yin. Can I get one from the bottom of the deck for Kuan Yin, please? Yeah, there's like many cycles I'm seeing that you've had to close out with different people on different parts of your journey here. But things are moving forward for you. You have a wonderful collaboration. And yes, you do have 3 different times Ace of Cups. So this is like newer love coming in. This could be like a blessing for work, a lot of prosperity. This can make you really happy, a lot of abundance. Many people who surround you, that love you, who want to pour into you after leaving behind situations where people breadcrumbed or drained you. Also, you could have an emperor coming in, a divine masculine, as I just showed that you are the embodiment of the divine feminine. Dynasty of the Divine Mother. What does this say? Number 8. You're highly abundant. Very abundant. I'm also getting Kundalini, infinity, eternal. Okay. The only wish of the Divine Mother Goddess is that all beings be spiritually free. The Divine Goddess calls us to realize our true nature, to fall in love with our own divinity. Enlightenment is a culmination of many small steps, each one as a drop of water, forming a divine ocean of peace, realization, love, and unity within. An ocean that washes away fear, separation, and scarcity, and bathes us in abundance and bliss. You carry the torch of enlightenment within you, beloved. Let it shine each day. More confirmations. That's what I'm getting. You no longer hide. If people wanted to make you feel shameful for things, you're not letting other people, like, external validation get you anymore. This is all about, like, the self-love, shining brightly, being authentic, knowing who you are, the divinity within you, what flows through you. No longer hiding who you are, your face. Shining bright. So I'll post this as well. Let's get zodiac signs. These are energies. So this could involve these signs, but it could just be elements. You could just embody these. So like Emperor is Aries. You could also look into the zodiac houses. So it could be in your birth chart. It could be in somebody else's birth chart. But these are energies. So like the Hierophant was here, so it was Taurus energy, Capricorn, Devil energy, Aquarius star, Empress. We have Sagittarius here. So it just depends. We have Leo energy. I think we have like all the signs, but I'm just going to pull them anyways for more confirmation if people need it. Capricorn, 10th house, breaks down to a 1. Aries, 1st house, fire. Sagittarius, 9th house, fire. Earth element, 26. Libra, 7th house, justice is here. Empress energy. Air, 7th house. Scorpio, 8th house, water. So I hope that helps, because I believe someone asked that question about the zodiacs. Taurus, 2nd house, earth. Aquarius, number 11. Air, Cancer, 4th house, water element, 24. We have Pisces and Gemini, 3rd house, and yeah, the number 33 or 333 could be very significant. Pisces, water, 12th house, breaks down to a 3. Gemini, air, 3rd house. All right, guys. Oh, let's get you some of these. This is gonna be a longer reading. This is the Empress energy again. You will give birth to something new, something beautiful, an idea manifests, the beginning of a new and wondrous journey. Blessings. You're being blessed. You have blessings. You have a new beginning here, a new journey. You're giving birth to creation, to new beautiful beginnings. Holiday. You could have ties to the ocean, connection to the ocean spirits, energies. It could be very cleansing for you at this time, very healing. The water could just be very healing. The salt water, it just depends. You could have like siren energy as well. Atlantis, Lemuria. Mermaids. The spirit of the ocean calls you, offering healing and much needed peace. Come to the water and connect with its endless flow of magic. You need a change of scenery, take a holiday, and all will fall into place. So maybe you're going to be going to the beach, the ocean, connecting with the water. You are highly protected. Angel over me. Protection card. Angel wings surround you. Trust. Replace fear with love. You are eternally held safe within the arms of an angel. And the artist. I'm almost getting this with like weaving, like that mystic energy. You hold the infinite power of creation within you. A divine artist. Create something beautiful today. Feel the stars shining. You are one with the universe and nature. The eternal light of creation shines through you forever. Yeah, you're creating beauty, creating love. You're shining brightly. You're not dimming your light. You're being your authentic self. It could be very triggering to people. That's okay. There could be projection here. Things you could have ended things with people. People are watching and observing you. Celebrate. They're realizing how intuitive you are, how discerning you are as well. And you could have people around you who really celebrate you as well, or they will. There's something really abundant with your work endeavors that is moving forward also. You have 3 Ace of Cups coming out as well, guys. All right. Anyways, this is what I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me, sending you so much love and gratitude. And I pray that you're always surrounded by the Most High God's love, protection, and blessings. Bye, guys.